Though Hailar is indeed a gateway to the open grasslands so typical of the region, one of the first things that visitors to this inner Mongolian city might choose to view is the National Forest Park in the west of the city. Before we have a chance to walk through the entranceway, we're hailed by a group of tourists, waving their phones frantically in my direction. Would the foreigner mind posing for a photo, my minders tell me. It appears that I'm mistaken for a Russian. Do I really look like a Rusky, I wonder? And when told that in fact I'm British, a look of total incomprehension fleetingly crosses their faces, before they insist that whatever, can I complete their request for some holiday snapshots. 3 granny figures jostle for position behind the handsome Brit-not-Rusky foreigner, and your favourite podcaster does his best to make their day. Once inside the park, the path meanders off into the distance. It might not qualify for the park to end all parks, but it's pleasant enough all the same. To our left, we pass an intriguing display of concrete and sand. It's for the kids, my minders tell me, though most of the kids I see take a slight diversion to the other side of the path, rather than face the concrete monster within. One of the things that makes this place famous is its collection of pine trees, which it has in abundance. It's almost like being whisked halfway across the world to Scotland. The evergreen pines were famous as far back as the Qing dynasty. The Hailar pines themselves are a variety of European red pine. Their tall and sturdy tree trunks can resist coldness and drought, making them ideal for this cruel environment with its extremely high and low temperatures. Besides the Hailar pines, there are over 60 kinds of wild birds, which include Mongolian larks, woodpeckers, red-crowned cranes, and parrots. There's even a birdcage display you can enter to gawp at the aforementioned birds. A large notice board outside helpfully tells us that the Niao forest was built in July 2007. It includes fake mountain, fake trees, fake stones, and scenery rock formations. Really, I'm not making this up. I feel all the better for knowing this, but regrettably, time is pressing, and we pass the entrance to push deeper into the forest park. Here and there we find the occasional tended flower bed, though the majority of this park is given a more natural, tended wild look about it. A poetic soul is obviously behind some of the notices that grace the parkland setting. Really want to live 500 years more, a notice beside a fallen tree trunk reads. Natural wind erosion, lightning strike, and crushing by snow have made my tall and straight body unable to withstand the circle of nature. So by the force of gravity I fell. In this bustling world, as I just dedicate my whole life by seeds and shade, my stay is not worth mentioning, but I really want to live 500 years more. Sweet. A short distance away, another tree with a hole gouged out of its side has another notice board standing as an epitaph. In 1945, the Soviet Union declared war to Japan, it reads. The Soviet soldiers bombed the Japanese battlefield in Shasong Mountain, and the shells left a mark on the tree. The tree reflects fierce war in the past. Boardwalks make the trek through the pine woods easier, and they've been well laid out, adding rather than taking away from the symmetry with nature. If you look carefully into the trees, you also come across pieces of silk hanging from the branches, a local Buddhist tradition for remembering past ancestors. As I said, not an earth-shatteringly amazing park, but very pleasant nonetheless, and well worth the 45 minutes or so battling with the many insects that apparently have a free entry pass into this beautiful, scenic parkland.